My very first time buying a table off of Facebook Marketplace to flip and refinish, and you will never believe what happened. So I picked up this 54-inch clawfoot round table after already buying a 48-inch, and it was too small. I had to go back and sell that one because I don't need two tables, but now that I have the table that I want, it is time to bring this back to life. I was like a kid in a candy store, couldn't wait to get to work, so I started stripping it down, and this little thin coat I put on here, that literally did nothing. I was getting nowhere and nowhere fast. I said all the videos I seen, they make it look so easy, but lo and behold, I definitely did not put enough. So a contractor friend of mine came through, poured the entire can, spread it out evenly. We let it sit, and I was floored. First of all, this was so weirdly satisfying to push all that gunk back. But do you see the red oak coming through underneath? I knew I was about to bring my vision to life. It was at this precise moment that I started to get excited about an antique wood table. Now that I finally got all that gunk off, I had to clean the table off, get it ready so that way the real work could begin. And your girl was not ready for what was about to go down. So I just started sanding. I went to work, got my Orbit sander, and I'm literally sanding and sanding some more. I had to get a tarp some days because it was so hot, because I felt like I was sanding forever. My arm was going to fall off. I worked my way up from starting with like 60 grit. I hooked this up to my shop vac, and I'm still sanding, trying to get this thing smooth and even, get all the orange tint out, because this is an old table. So I really was trying to get it as smooth as I could and get it back down to the natural wood. And as you can see, I got this table looking good. Oh yeah, your girl ate that. But just when you thought it was over, there was more sanding. I still was not done. I thought the worst was behind me, but this was just the beginning. I had to do this table not once, not twice, but literally 3 times. You have to come back and see part 2 for the final results, because this table put me through hell, I tell you. Furniture flipping is not easy, and it's not gonna be my full-time job, that's for sure, because this was the table of my dreams, but the table of my nightmares. So come back. I do not want to spoil it here. You have to see the final results to see how this table turned out. Now, I know my neighbors was probably tired of me and all that noise sanding, and they was probably saying, girl, throw that table in the trash. But one thing about me, if I start something, I'm sure gonna try to finish it. So I'm not gonna give it away here, and you wouldn't believe me if I told you I'm still working on this table. Come back for part 2 so that way you can see if this is my biggest flip or my biggest flop.